Now that we have mail set up, let's go through how to use it. So by default, I'm here on my inbox. This is for my Outlook account. If I want to see my other accounts, I can just click on Outlook here and I can see my other accounts that are listed. Same behavior by clicking on this little right arrow, and I can switch between accounts. If I need to send a mail, there's this nice big new mail button. You can see you've got some formatting options. You can insert or attach items, pictures, links, change the priority under options, make it high priority or low priority. You can check the spelling. And you could have, if you wanted to, hide the proofing marks that it's going to give you. And then when you're ready to send, you just click on the little paper airplane and click send. If I want to search my mail, I can just start typing in the search bar and click on the magnifying glass. And that's actually giving my results from the sent items folder, from all the folders basically. And I could change, if I want it to be just the inbox, or by default it's all folders, and this includes things that I've sent or that I've archived. And I can clear the search by clicking on the X. This set of checkboxes here, this is if I want to select more than one mail, and then there may be some behavior that I want to do with them, either by right-clicking, or you can see that there are some options here. This little box is to archive them, which would put them to the archive folder. I could flag it for later, or the trash can for delete. I can also set flags on them, clear flags, mark as read, mark unread. Setting flags is basically a reminder for you, and it sort of pulls it out, makes it highlighted so you can find it easier, so you know there's some importance to it. This folder with the arrow is a move to option, and it asks me where I want to, if I click on it, it asks me where I want to move this. Now you can see here there are these thumbtacks as well. This means if there's a folder I want to appear on this side, make it easier, I can pin that out. If I click on more, or that means I can pin this to the start. So if I wanted to, I could pin my inbox. It already is pinned to the start, but I could pin it to the start. It's already really there. Additionally, this menu, you can see that when I type on it, it says collapse. That collapses these to just icons on the side. I can still click on them and go between my mail, but it takes up less real estate. And then speaking of the real estate, when you see this square, this is minimize, this is maximize. Maximize means full screen. The mail experience changes a little bit. So now you can see my background picture. I have some nice clouds. And if I click on the mail here, I see the full mail now in the right side screen. So I've got my email accounts, my previews of the mail accounts, and then the actual message over here on the right side. And again, once I'm in the mail, I have the options to reply to the mail, reply to everyone or all, forward, archive, delete, clear the flag, mark it as read, move it to a folder, go to my next mail in the list, and I can even zoom in and change how it's viewed. Now let's take a look at some of the other icons. Down here we have the calendar, and this is Switch to Calendar, which is actually a whole other app. So I'm going to click Get Started, and again, it's already pulled up the accounts that I have configured. I could add another account at this point, but I am ready to go. I'm going to use my Outlook and my Gmail accounts and click Ready to Go. And now I can see my calendar. I don't have anything on here at the moment, but I can filter between the two calendars that I have with my Gmail or my Microsoft account. I can filter by the day, how I want to look at it, the work week, week, month, today, see what's going on. So I'm going to close the calendar. I can even click mail here to go back to the mail. Calendar is actually still open. This smiley face, this is the Windows feedback tool. I don't know if this will be in the final release of Windows. I imagine that it probably will be, actually. If you click on this, it opens the Windows feedback tool. And this is good if you're encountering an issue, or even if you love something. If you want to actually give feedback, this goes to Windows, the group creating the product, and it helps them improve the products. So it's really a good thing. If you hit an issue, it's not necessarily going to solve it for you, but it's going to make Microsoft aware that there's a problem. If there's something you like, again, that's going to be something that makes Microsoft aware. And as you can see here, you may find that someone has already given similar feedback, and you can use it to upvote if you're having the same issue or you agree. So you click OK. Now it's already gone to the mail section because we opened it in mail. But you can see here that there's basically every other piece of Windows available on the inside. So right now, some people are having the mail not syncing. This is from a week ago, so it's probably a previous build. Some people want to turn off the conversation mode. The sync has been working, can't sync with Gmail. Live tile's not working. Anyway, you see, so if I was having one of these issues, I could upvote it right here. Now let's go to the settings. Again, we're going to go back to the gear. We went here in the previous section so we could add another account. The background picture, that was my clouds that we saw when I was minimized. There's my background picture that we're talking about. When I first maximized mail, I had a background picture. So I'm going to go to settings, go to background picture, and I can basically make it anything. If I wanted to put in a picture of my kids, I could. When I click on browse, it takes me to my picture section. I don't have any on this system at the moment, but I could change this to anything that I wanted to. For the reading option, I could auto open the next item. I don't really know why you'd want to do that. So I leave that one at off. That's the default settings. You can mark item as read when the selection changes. So this means basically if it came in new and I selected on something else, it's going to, if I had this highlighted and then I change the selection, it's going to mark this one as read. In fact, let's mark this one as unread just to show you. And now I've clicked on it and it's marked as read. You see it's not blue anymore. Generally, I would leave these all at the defaults. This is the experience that most people are used to. Let's go to options. And you can set options for different email accounts. So if you want your Outlook to behave one way, you can have your Gmail or your secondary account behave a different way. Now, swipe actions are obviously more related to being on a tablet. You can turn them on or off, and you can set what they are. So if I swiped right or hovered over something, I can change it to what it's going to do. So if I swiped right on a mail, I could actually set it to delete it instead. Same thing, swipe left. Right now it sends it to the archive, and I could change that behavior here. Using email signature is on. Right now it just says sent from Windows 10. So if you saw when I clicked on new mail, there's the sent mail from Windows 10. I'm going to discard that, go back to the options, and I'm going to change my signature to say 1113 products. And I'm going to leave the sent from Windows 10. And I'm actually going to put in, I think, best regards. There we go. So now that I have that set, if I clicked on new mail, I've already got a signature in my mail. I don't have to type my name again. Whatever I have is going to end with best regards, 1113 Products LLC, sent from mail for Windows 10. So that's definitely a setting you may want to use. Let's go back to options. And again, there's two more things. Automatic replies, if you are away on vacation or you're just too busy to get to mail, or maybe it's after you've gone to bed, you can set up automatic replies and have it play whatever you want to say. Have it say whatever you want to say here. So you say, you know, I'm asleep. And it's going to send replies only to your contacts, or if I unchecked it, it would send it to every mail that I get. I'm going to turn those off because I don't want automatic replies sent right now. And notifications, this is the notification center, and we're going to go a little bit deeper into this in a later section. But just if you clicked on it, right now I have a notification, you'll see this is saying that mail can show up in the action center, and I could even have it show an extra banner or play extra sound to let it know that I have a mail coming in. Let's go back over to folders just for a moment. So we saw here that in my Outlook, I already have inbox and sent items, drafts, and archives. So those are some common folders. If I clicked on more, you can see that I've already actually made some other folders as part of my inbox. Now, I made these extra folders here to organize my mail. I made these on my Windows 8 mail. Right now, there doesn't appear to be an obvious way to make new folders. And that's not good. I go to account settings, that's not there. I should just be able to right click or see an icon that says, give me a new folder. So this is a reason here that I would want to use this feedback. It's nothing obvious. I may want to arrange my mail more. Let's go to Windows Feedback, and I'm going to search for folder. Is there a way to create a new inbox folder? So there exactly is that. I'm going to say this should be here. And I'm going to upvote. And I'm also going to upvote right here because, again, it's very similar. What should happen is basically if you see something that already exists, you don't need to add that feedback. These people did not search for similar feedback, but since they're all there, I'm going to go through and I'm going to upvote these. And this helps Microsoft know that this is really an issue. And that is how we use the mail program. I'll see you in the next section.